Hello everybody, it's Fonz, and welcome back to yet again another VOD review. Today we're going to be reviewing one of my first students ever, Spike. Last year when I met Spike, he was gold, but after a couple VOD review sessions, he actually went on to hit Immortal 1. Yeah, you see this right here? Yeah, I did that. That was all me. But has unfortunately dropped to Diamond 3. So let's try to figure out why.
Oh, what? Go. Wait, when you have to back up from heaven. Playing any flush. I'm just gonna watch heaven. I'm just gonna. Dude, I missed my ball.
Down B.
Where you are.
Dude, I'm whiffing my shots.
Yeah, you know what? Actually, don't worry about that. That was all your teammates' faults for missing those shots. Yeah, blame your team. Now, when I first got this VOD, I thought he sent me 2 VODs here because it's an hour long, but it was actually just one 1-hour game, and I wouldn't wish that kind of pain onto anybody. 1 hour straight of solo queue? But let's get into some of the major issues I saw, starting off with your Clash Royale addiction.
Try to get a pick. Let's smoke mid bottom again. I'm gonna try to lurk up A man.
Champion go to? That's the question. Book of Hero gone. Like the perfect amount right there too. Finish that. I think we have Dark Elixir on the reward. 1,000 Dark Elixir. Not spending that much. Feels like 6,000 is the best one we're able to find. I've honestly never really even used the Dragon Riders, so
Okay, so why might this be a problem? Well, like pulling your phone out, it's a distraction. But more importantly, you lose your focus. What a lack of focus in Valorant looks like can vary from not expecting obvious things to not shooting back and much more. In your case, it was a few things, but a prime example was when you were defending B site later on in the game. But to show a comparison of how your focus changed from the start of the match to the end, let me show you what your comms and awareness were like at the beginning of the game.
Every single Phoenix on this map does the Molly flash play, so just get rid of that. Do that.
Anyone want to split A?
You could do mid.
Get out cat.
Let's have like 3 go mid and me and someone walk up A man. So a drop bomb off to Fade and me and you were gonna walk up there. Let's have Jet and Fade go mid. Jet and Fade go mid. KO here. KO's like tree side. Neon and KO here. Neon and KO here. Wait, separate. There's 3 here. 3 here at least.
So it's the first round of the game. You're locked in. You were able to have the ability and the awareness to realize that there was 3 people on A site and that we should rotate, as well as your good pre-round counts.
We just gotta play together.
Alright,
we have
let's
2
win
guns.
this round. Let's win
Can
this
you back
round.
up?
The spike.
They could flank you. Yeah, let's just triple mode
Guess
and
I can
cam.
take.
Once again, you're talking to your teammates, grouping up back site here, and telling them what to be aware of. Now, as you continue to watch Clash of Clans instead of play Valorant, your focus began to deteriorate, and you weren't expecting kind of the obvious things that you should be expecting every single round.
Yes, this should do.
There, let's go.
Fast speed. Back up on side. I have trips. Trips gone. I'm backing up. I'm playing on side.
Joke's over! You're dead!
Pushing lane. I can peek off you.
Now, like I said, every round before this, you were actively talking, actively anticipating things, and calling out things, which was great, but it slowly deteriorated as the game went on, I felt. And I believe it was because you were becoming unfocused more and more as the game went on, because the Spike I saw at the beginning of the game would have anticipated a KO knife coming in to destroy your setup. And you play Cypher enough to know that the only person that really threatens your setup is KO. And you need to be aware of that knife at all times. And you weren't here. When I play my best, I'm only looking at the game and soaking in all the information from the game. And without distractions. And without distractions, I'm able to retain it easily. There's quite literally a study that was done that showed when someone was given a task in college and looked at their phone, it took them at least 20 minutes to regain full focus. And on top of that, the task took longer to finish. And distractions can come from many different things. Like for me, when I get messages from you and others while I'm mid-match, I don't answer because I don't want to have a conversation with somebody outside of my game while I'm trying to win. To me, it's no different than me texting someone on my phone, in my opinion. But for you, you keep looking at YouTube and it's kind of ruining your focus in game, whether you realize it or not. Another thing I've seen from you in previous games and in this VOD is that you spend a lot of energy on people who don't listen
Also,
to you.
Jet, I want you to play market and try to break this knife if you can.
Where?
It like the knife's right there usually. Knock him in. back up, back up. Rotate, 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 rotate. Guys, Jet, rotate. Jet, rotate. Unknown.
Now, this isn't a terrible thing, but sometimes you just got to give up on a lost cause, such as telling certain people what to do. If they don't listen, they don't listen. And your teammates don't want to hear you clutter comps trying to get one person to do something they clearly don't want to do. This will, once again, let you focus more on yourself in a round and let you think of a workaround to combat your useless teammate. Because the more you do this, the more likely they're just going to argue with you, and it's really not worth it. Sometimes you just got to let these babies do whatever they want. And actually, I know a prime example that I know you remember is when we played a match where an enemy Clove ulted in a 3v1. You were telling our Cypher non-stop to run away and not fight this Clove who was ulted, because obviously, you know, if you run away from the ulted Clove, you just win the round. And instead of running away to secure the round, our Cypher just ran at the Clove and died, which gave her life back. And essentially just jeopardized the whole round, because a 2v1 isn't unwinnable. Which then immediately our Cypher started yelling at you to shut the fuck up. And for the entire next round, you guys just argued and argued, which ended up getting you muted and left the whole team just kind of like in a weird state. But like, was the Cypher wrong? Absolutely. But when people want to be stupid and ignore you, you just let them. It's annoying, but you shouldn't waste your time and energy on these people. It'll just end up tilting you more than anything. Most people hate backseating anyways, but sometimes they really do need it. Like, there's no reason for our Cypher to be taking this fight. But you know what I mean. Now, one of the last things I saw from your VOD is that you need to work on your scoped weapons a lot. Op and Marshall. You had so much shooting error on the Op, it's not even funny.
Okay.
One hit, got him. Oh, what?
Bottom mid.
Oh, you already crossed, Take flight. I'm just gonna watch heaven. Dude, I missed my bullet. I missed my bullet.
I mean, you really shouldn't be opping on attack as a lurk, but you do you, man. Regardless, you use your op like you do the Marshall, and you shouldn't. You move slower with the op and stop slower with it, which is why when you op, you shouldn't be moving it at all. You just pick an angle and hold it.
I got the spike.
Dude, okay, what are we doing?
Otherwise, you will miss off movement error a lot. Now, I'm not sure if you like the Marshall a lot, which is why you buy it all the time, but if you do, use it in DMs or practice with it in the range.
Trap this guy.
There.
Still in me, I heard him.
I did this a long time ago, and I was pretty deadly with it. The Marshall gets slept on a lot and can be insanely good in the right hands. At the same time, if you have setups you need to play off of, you shouldn't be using a sniper unless you have someone else playing off your trips. I know in here you say that you had a stutter, which is why you're missing all of your op shots, and I do know that you play on high ping, but maybe that's another reason you shouldn't be using scoped weapons. Because with an op, you don't want to be swinging an angle and taking a shot. Do people do it a lot? Yeah, they do. Can you get away with it? Yes. Is it the best way to use it? Not really. Your Cypher gameplay itself is still great as usual. You have one ways for everything and you change up your trips a lot. Now, despite all of these issues, you still dropped 30 plus kills. Now, this might be considered a hero VOD because it's kind of hard to figure out what you're doing wrong when you're not necessarily playing bad. This isn't to say that these 3 issues are the only reason why you're struggling. I just want you to acknowledge that you dropped 33 kills in this. There's very few things to pick from as to what went wrong. But hopefully the tips in this video will maybe, I don't know, help you focus up and maybe you'll get back to your former immortal self. But if you have any more questions, as always, feel free to message me in the Discord. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.
Where is everyone hiding?
Why not? Nice, I got it.
Cage triggered. Oh, my eyes are down. 3 out of 5.
Coming out now.
It's no problem.